Alright guys, what's up? It's Tim, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys my first impressions on the Modern Warfare Alpha. And I don't want to say that this is the full game, obviously, so this is not my first impressions for Modern Warfare in general, right? That's kind of an overstatement. This is just the Alpha, the 2v2, pre-beta, where you can just play without perks, without, choosing your class, without choosing the map, kind of. So yeah, a lot of that is just up in the air. There's only 3 maps. There's not a whole lot of variety. There's some here and there, obviously, that I do like, and I'll get into that. But yeah, just so you guys know, this is a 36 gigabyte pre-beta alpha. Excuse me, only available on the PlayStation 4 for the weekend. So yeah, this video should be going up on Friday, 8/23/2019. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Before I get started, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed my first impressions video, and if you are a fellow content creator, please drop a first impressions video of your own, because I'm very curious to see what people say. As I said in the tweet, please be specific. Please try not to reiterate exactly what someone says. Try to have your own spin on it. With that being said, I know if you're going to watch this, you might end up saying some of the same things that you might agree with me on, and that's fine, but don't go word for word, and obviously don't just say, the game's good because I like it. Like, I don't want to watch someone say that, okay? I want to watch someone be specific. So, with that being said, I guess I have to be specific now too, right? So let's get into some of the less specific, and I'll move more specific, and at the end I'll address some of the issues I have with the game, because I do want to give constructive criticism or feedback back to Infinity Ward, because them giving us this alpha, they didn't need to do this, right? We only signed up for a beta and the game. We did not sign up for an alpha, so the fact that they're giving us an alpha in general is a great step. It's a good step towards building a good customer relations for the year. So yeah, let's get started with number 1. First thing up is the graphics. Graphics are absolutely amazing. Okay, I don't usually say this. I know a lot of people say, the graphics look amazing every year, and then later on they get worse and worse. Once you turn off motion blur for both motion blurs, I know that you can in the settings. I forget what the other one's called. I think it's world motion blur and weapon motion blur. But yeah, once you turn both of them off, the graphics look amazing. Okay, it looks realistic. The sounds are realistic, right? The footsteps you can hear pretty well, which is pretty important without a mini-map. So I do like that they nailed that pretty well. It's not like overly big. It kind of reminds me of Blackout-ish, except it's even quieter than Blackout. So, that's definitely good. Yeah, graphics are a full 10 out of 10. Okay, they're actually good. I haven't seen anything that's like bad with these graphics at all. And the fact that this is an alpha is a really good sign, because usually in alpha they'd have these kind of bugs where they not lazy, but they're like, I don't have time to fix this, so here you go, don't look in this corner, it's gonna be a bit blurry or something like that. I don't know, I'm just making that up. But yeah, the fact that an alpha looks this good gives me high hopes for the way Modern Warfare is actually going to look when it first drops. Next up is guns. So guns feel like they have a lot of recoil. I know you've heard a lot of people say that. Some of my favorites are the AK, the MP7, the AUG, and the MP5. What's good about it is that everyone's using the same class, so I like that. There's no, oh man, his gun is obviously better than mine, so I get cheated here. There's none of that in this game mode. The fact that there's a lot of recoil really forces you to be good and aim with your shot, which I feel like a lot of previous Call of Duty games did not force you to do, right? Like a lot of previous games didn't have basically anything. I can't think of anything on top of my head, but yeah, a lot of them barely kick. So yeah, a lot of these guns kick. The MP7 kicks, the AK kicks like a horse, okay? The AUG actually has decent recoil. Even the M4A1 kind of kicks, you know what I mean? Like, if an M4, the low recoil weapon, kicks, that's saying something about this game. So I like that. I like that the fact that the guns kick and have recoil, because it makes you a better player, It makes you have to force you to control your recoil and not just spray and pray. With that being said, these weapons are very realistic feeling and sounding. The reload times aren't terrible for any weapon, I noticed, so that's definitely good. Snipers are difficult to use, okay? They are very difficult. It is going to be tough to quickscope. I'm sure it's possible, but I'm just saying it is going to be tough to quickscope. So yeah, if you have high hopes of joining FaZe or whatever, If you get good at this game, you're going to be amazing at any other game sniping wise. All right, let's get into maps now. So Pine sucks. Okay, Pine is a complete camp fest. I have maybe like 2 games out of every 10 that I'm like good at. Everything, like 1 out of 5. I don't know why I said 2 out of 10. 1 out of 5 games, I'm like okay on Pine. Everything else, I'm sucking on Pine because people just camp behind things. It's a head glitch city. Okay. Speedball is a really good map, I think. It's a perfect map for 2v2. It's very small. There's just pieces of cover and that's it. You just run to the left, right, or middle and post up, basically. I mean, you can keep rushing, I guess, if people don't expect it. And some teams actually don't expect it, so you can get like a nice 2-piece really quick off the bat. But yeah, not 2-piece. Speedball is what it is. It's small and it's probably my favorite of these 3 maps so far. And last up is King, which is pretty standard. You know, it's what you'd expect. It's like the middle part goes up and there's a left and right kind of like tunnels or, you know, crates or cargo things, whatever that you can kind of circle through and, excuse me, kind of flank through those. Next up, the connections. So it might just be on my end, but sometimes I see very, very poor connections in the times I've played. Sometimes it's fine, but sometimes it's been very poor. I don't know if it's just my internet or not. I asked on Twitter, a lot of people don't have any issues, so it's probably just me, but I just wanted to point that out. If you also have poor connections sometimes, let me know in the comments because I'm very curious as to, you know, if it's just me or not. And so that's kind of just my first impressions. Now I want to get into the issues of what I see so far. And keep in mind, this is just after like 2-3 hours of gameplay. I'm by no means, I did not like, you know, stream all night or play all day or whatever. I'm just kind of a casual player who just like, I like this game though. I like the alpha. So I just keep that in mind. Okay. So first off, the first big issue I see is that the AK-47 seems a bit too strong. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to have gameplay of it or not. I don't know what gameplay I'm choosing, but I'm just choosing two 2v2 wins. So, you know, enjoy that in the background if you haven't already seen by now 7 minutes into it. But the AK-47 seems a bit too strong. It kills insanely fast, in my opinion. Like, I feel like I look at people and I get melted. So I think that's something that might need to be tuned because, you know, I don't know if it's every gun. The hit detection is very nice. I didn't mention that. But with the AK especially, I just notice it much more. So that's something to be looked at. And the next thing I want to look at as far as issues go is I wish I could see my class a bit longer before it goes away, because sometimes I don't see it, right? I'm looking at my phone or something, and in the game I end up throwing a smoke thinking it's a stun grenade, and I get completely destroyed because I thought the guy would be flashed and he's not. So yeah, I wish I could see, you know, those little things like that, or maybe, you know, on the bottom of your screen, it's maybe you can tell. I don't know. I can't really tell yet. I'm still kind of new to this game, as we all are. But that's something that's would be cool. It's not a big thing, it's just a small quality of life thing. The third issue I see right now in the alpha is that camping in the back seems to be an epidemic, like camping in your own spawn, I mean, at the moment, because people don't seem to move. If you follow Thunder on Twitter, you know that, yeah, he posted something where it's like, yeah, he didn't find anybody and he just ran all the way to the side and people are just sitting in the back. And I've played a lot of games like that as well, but I don't mind it too much because the overtime flag is a really good idea to force movement. I've won a lot of games like that just because they didn't feel like moving or they didn't know that was a thing. So I just sat on the flag for like, you know, 5 seconds and then you win the match. So as long as, you know, that flag is here, which is, I think, is a really good idea. I think it's an underrated idea. I don't think people realized how much that was going to be necessary to this game. But I think that Infinity Ward is smart, knowing that people are just going to camp, so they put this in here. So it's good. It seems like they know their player base by now, which is definitely a good sign. And I guess the last thing I do want to say is that playing solo in this 2v2 mode is probably not going to be fun. I haven't played it yet. I've only played with a partner so far, a duo, you know, in this game and in this gameplay. I have a bunch of gameplays just with my duo. I'm not going to get to play too much more, you know, this weekend, but I just want to say playing solo does not seem like it's going to be fun. If you are playing solo, good luck, buddy. Good luck. So that's kind of all I have for this. You know, these are my first impressions. I tried to be as specific as possible on what I liked and disliked. I probably missed a good amount of stuff that you probably will cover in yours. So if you are a content creator, make sure to tweet me yours. I want to check them out. yeah, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Definitely follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and keep in mind, small little announcement if you made it this far, I will be having different Twitter and YouTube headers for my YouTube and Twitter. So yeah, make sure to be on the lookout for those. Those are coming very soon. And until my next video, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace out.